death threats. Back from the stilettos. It's like, Asians are never going to be treated as human beings by Home Depot and Walmart and the Scottsfield, Glen Villas or Springfield. Okay, so I went there for the stilettos, and again, they locked me out, and you guys lock them out too. Again, they locked me out for like 10-15 minutes. Late again. Home Depot, Walmart, Scuzz managers again. They texted him and told Edgar to be late, like 10-15 minutes, and he was. And when I was, after they locked me out, I decided to try and sleep. And all the businesses around, even a neuro, and they need help. They need their licenses revoked. If you know the location staff we're talking about, they don't need to be working in medicine. I mean, their brains are fucked up themselves, and they need to give the checks to us, people like us. Mandatory psychiatric therapy sessions to have their jobs. They just can't have their jobs and do what they're doing illegally, commit crimes, and then keep their checks. If they're going to keep their jobs, they need to give us their checks. And they're not getting their licenses revoked. We don't get their checks after they get fired and revoked. That's not fair. Anyway, even from other businesses, every time I moved or something, I went to sit down, and then all these stalkers come in from the parking lot. Where are the police? Where are the police in this stuff? Where's a good, policeman helping out, damsel in distress, Anyway, hopefully someone did call the police, but okay, all these stalkers come in and they stare at me. They're like, oh, why is she here? Or they just stop and they stare, or they gather around. It's outside, like in the lobby area, and there are all these other businesses there too. And management owners are a part of it. And every time I move, they're spying on cameras. And they have cameras in the bathrooms too. Everywhere, at all the businesses I go. Because I'm like, how do they know what I'm doing? And back when I used to have my phone with me, they were hacked on my brand new phone. They would know what I was looking at. They have cameras. I even put my bracelet down on a floor once in a doctor, and they started screaming outside. Now, if there are no cameras in there, how do they know what I'm doing? And the doors are closed in the exam room. Just like, it's an ethics thing, right? They say cameras are allowed, but they put them in there anyway. Because, like, how do they know what we're doing? How do they know we're doing this, moving our eyes or turning our head? Because they'll start screaming if we do this. If we move right outside there. Or they'll start breaking glass, banging, I don't know why they're being told by some of their police affiliations. It's not illegal. Obviously it is. I mean, if you're why are you hiding it if it's not illegal? Anyway, every time I move or something, or I'm moving my mouth around or something, I'm laying down sideways on this dirty old couch, and every time I do, stalkers come in from outside. They're getting live feeds on their cell phones of me. How else are they seeing me? And my back is turned from the glass window. The front entrance has a glass wall. The back of my head is showing. So how do they know my facial expression? And they're coming in from behind me and in front of me. Stalkers are coming in from outside, and then they're already coming in from the inside. And there aren't even any customers there. So they're employees, and of course employees and beggars, aka stalkers. And and there's why is she what is she doing here? And then they'll stop. They actually stopped, and then death threats. Some really fat ugly guy. He stopped and he said, you better get out of here. You better get out of here. Things could just blow up. And then he's like, things could blow up. He's trying to make it sound like, oh, it could be emotional or physical. And, you should really leave things. I didn't say anything. I was like, I was like, shit, I'm staying now because I don't believe it'll happen. If it does, you're gonna get in trouble. And try and force me to leave. And again, we wait extra 10-15 minutes. Denial of service there. You're supposed to be there for at the time the appointment's made, 2 months in advance for the customer. 10-15 minutes is still bad. And Edgar comes and same thing, everything I'll say in the text, but the things that are added in is they're texting Edgar to get violent. The stalkers are in there screaming, yelling. They're begging to be put near me. They're screaming and yelling, interrupting because they're jealous. They don't want anyone serving me or talking to me. So this is stuff you hide, and they're acting like, and they're begging to be put. That is flattering. I mean, because I just don't get it. This is a bother to them. I put myself in their place. I've never been a beggar, but I wouldn't want someone to know I'm sitting next to them, begging them to sit next to you, to bother you. I don't believe they do it to bother. That's like saying they're giving me their winning jackpot $400 million jackpot lottery ticket to bother me. That makes absolutely no sense. Why would that bother someone? That looks like it bothers them. They're doing all the physical work and they're letting the public know. I mean, isn't that embarrassing? Having the staff, everybody know, the whole world, me blasting it here. Aren't you ashamed? Aren't you embarrassed to have people know that? You or one of the managers walked in, told a bunch of lies about me, and showed how important I was, and be nice to her, and act mean to her, and don't pay attention to her, and pay attention to us, and we come in and be like, and then you snarl at her, and then turn your head like 4 degrees south, and turn it like 21 degrees north, and then roll your eyes, and then cross your arms, and then when we come in, and no, I'm not offended by it. That's flattering because you planned it. It's not real. Anyway, I just feel embarrassed for them. Anyway, they're asking to be put near me so they can threaten me too. The employees are in on it too. They're letting them come near me. They're the only ones who can do it. And the employees are also stalkers too. I call them all stalkers. But the employees are always involved, of course. That's why they're doing it. Because they're getting permission for the employee. Why? I don't know. People say they feel sorry for them. That's right. So I'm like, now I don't know who's more mentally ill. The staff or the beggars. You feel sorry. So what do they say? Oh, we want to harass some chick. So you feel sorry for people who want to harass some chick. That could be your own kid, son or daughter. That makes a lot of sense. They feel sorry for them. I don't believe that. I don't see how you could feel sorry for bullies. Would you feel sorry for bullies if they came up to you and said, hey, will you help us bully your kid? Nobody likes us, everyone hates us, and everyone loves your kid. Can you just let our kid come around and, insult them, threaten them? And, oh my God, that is embarrassing. Like waving around that master's degree of, hey, masters in pedophilia. I mean, that's something you don't want people to know. That's why we don't get along. I wouldn't want people to know this stuff. No, I begged them to sit behind you and in front of you and interrupt you and scream and yell. That just compliments me. But anyway, so they're screaming, yelling, coming around, surrounding me like, wah! With fangs dripping, with spit dripping from their teeth, and wah! Wah! And little ghouls and goblins. And So they go, and then they're talking about Trump, how, I don't know, he's failing and how he's under fire. And, you know, how he's not doing good to get rid of enough immigrants, and they're quiet looking at me. And then, in the mirror. And then, they're just making insults at me, death threats, you know, about bombs, you know, sitting behind me. And, just, stalking me and following me everywhere, you know, I sit. And, then, they're, you know, it's like a cylinder type of cushion, maybe like, 3 feet tall, where, you know, we can put our feet for our stilettos and stuff and lay back. And, there was one, yeah, again, blocking, and do this to them. Well, if you haven't already. Things that have no meaning, stupid little things that won't change anything, but just make me more famous in public, and do it back to them, because they don't like it. They can handle it, but don't want to. I do. I don't mind it. My situation is different. It's complimentary to me. When people do it to them, it's not. It's completely different. Anyway, they had this footrest that was blocking me from sitting down. And the employee, Edgar, is supposed to move it. I didn't even know it. But he said that over a year ago when I first met him. Oh, I could have moved that for you, but he never did. And he repeatedly hasn't. Anyway, I just gently, it's basically weightless. I just gently push it off to the side, you know, with my foot. And, you know, since I have a war injury, you know, multiple wounded, war injuries in one leg. And, anyway, I sit down, and then I put my legs over it, and, yeah, and then, he Edgar just, massages and, does my stilettos. Yeah, kind of massage my forehead too, and, my back and stuff, and run some, like some sponge and some water, over that. And, then, he gently massaging, the heels of my feet and my back and, my scalp too. And you know what? They were begging him to scalp me. Anyway, he was, I thought he had on like fake acrylic nails, but, okay, so that was that was okay. And then, that was when, that was the first time. And the second time we had to go back, where the footrest and the sink was. The lesbian, these are drunken, horny lesbians. They wanted me, to spread my leg. This time, that cylinder shaped, that footrest, that's weightless. This time, they hit it. They pushed off to the side. They wanted me to stretch my legs and spread it out, I guess eagle style, so they could, see my camel toe, because, they're horny, drunken little lesbians. And, any gay woman of Fort Wayne, come here, all the places I go. And, anyway, I didn't want to reach out and find it and go get it. They just want me to reach out with my leg and, hurt my war injury, because they know, they don't know if I've had surgery on it or one or both legs. They want me to spread my legs really wide and grab the cylinder and then bring it to myself. When, I didn't even know this, it's their job to do that. And, it was the only one, and that's what they wanted. They wanted to make sure I knew that they hid that one and not the other ones. And, and then they had more gathering around, more stalkers, screaming, in front of us and behind us. And, they're yelling and screaming, ah! And, just yelling and screaming. And then they were saying, about, I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened to Jennifer's grenade. And they were laughing. That ugly, that fat redhead I was talking about the other time in the parking lot. They're talking about her. Oh, I wonder what happened to, Jennifer and that grenade pin. And, they're trying to scare me, saying they're going to blow up the place, stuff like that. And then I go, and then Edgar, he, with all the beggars still there, Edgar slowly starts scraping my scalp, and it didn't hurt that much. Well, it didn't hurt, and doing it harder than normal. I was waiting for him to do it really hard, and I was gonna yell for him to stop, but he did it harder than before, and I knew it was because the stalker, they're getting jealous, which is what I love. They're saying, "Hey, come on, everyone likes her, and everyone hates us still." After 50 years, come on, scalp her, make her bleed, rip her skin off, and Edgar, he was taking. I thought he had fake long nails on. I thought he had fake long nails, and he was squeezing and scraping, and he doesn't know if I had head surgery. I could have had spinal, head, leg, and he's before it was more tickly. This time it was more they told him to make cuts or burn her, and really scrape, scalp her, pull her skin off, and because people are doing it or have done it to them, and don't stop, keep doing it. Thank you so much, I love you. Woo! Keep going, and do it to them, their kids, their grandkids, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, nieces, no, whatever. Friends, acquaintances, not friends. And yeah, so they're trying to they kept texting him and saying, really peel his skin off, stuff like that. And so yeah, he was doing that. And but yeah, if I was in a lot of pain, I would have screamed or something, It was being done slowly. You could feel them thinking, should I do it even more? If she screamed. I was like, you better, because I will scream, and I will. I was like, don't be thinking that that's the thing. They want to stab you, and then you do this. A person's going to scream. They want, no matter what they do, they want, you shut up. You shut up. We throw gasoline on you and burn you alive. No! You shut up. You're not allowed to scream or utter one sound. You're to sit there in silence and calmly and just sit there on fire. That's what they want. They just want you shut, no matter what. Now, I'm going to show I'm in pain if I am. And I'm going to get out of that situation. And, really scratching the skin on my head. And anyway, and after that, so keep doing that if you're doing that to him. I'm all about the pain. I'd rather go through this than bow down to them. And I'd rather die than ever bow down to scum like that. Anyway, never ever falter or give up on your beliefs. Stand up for what you believe in. Even die for it. That's the type of person I am. Anyway, no, because I come up here and I tell, and you guys get revenge for me. Please keep doing it. Go 100 billion trillion decillion times harder. And because I have this platform, no matter how much pain they put me, yeah, I'm okay with it as long as I tell you, and you guys do worse. You guys do better. Not just to them, their entire families, if they have any. And so I okay, and then yeah, the first time he didn't do this, but second time, yeah, because the stalkers kept begging and screaming, they're getting jealous. Because they don't want me to have service. What was she doing there? And so Edgar was taking the comb and purposely brushing my ear, and it didn't hurt that bad, because sometimes I do that to myself. But then he's doing it a little too hard, so I would scream. And I didn't think it was that hard. And I was thinking, I didn't think of it at the moment, but I was like, well, he didn't do that before. He's doing it to make sure I know that the stalkers really are proud of themselves by showing how jealous they are. And they're not ashamed at all. Waving around that master's in pedophilia degree. Yeah, we really want everyone to know that. that, oh, we begged him to, even though we're begging him to physically harm us. Yeah, we're really proud to have everyone know how sickly jealous we are that we're telling him to put someone else in pain, that we're insanely jealous and obsessed and have become unhinged over. Yeah, it's really something to be proud of. And okay, so anyway, yeah, he keeps brushing like the back of my neck to her, and I noticed he leaves my left ear alone, but he's always like scratching, brushing really hard the right one. So I scream again, and then while he's doing my feet too, he like really scrapes the toe part, and I kind of scream too, and you know, filing and stuff, and then and my lower leg too. He's like scratching, and like he's trying to make a scratch on my leg, you know. So I kind of scream at that too. And he's like, oh, I didn't know. Oh, I thought you could tolerate pain. I was like, yeah, not that kind, God. Yeah, I am good at tolerating pain, you know, but I tolerated it though. So anyway, and then with that, then yeah, because they're telling him to, like, oh, maybe if she like do it to me. No, I come back even harder. So no, that makes me fight back even harder. I don't understand why they think this would make a person. But no, I'm the type of person, I fight back even harder. I do things a lot harder. So no, I never back down. I never stop. I never slow down, back off, and in between, just no. I go even harder than what they did to me. And that's just the way I am. And that'll never change. They know that. Anyway, so anyway, that happens, and then when he's blow drying my hair, he's purposely burning you know, my ear, and then when he takes a towel to my feet and my legs, he's purposely like, feels like, you know, he's trying to grab chunks of my skin and rub really hard up and down. And then my stilettos and stuff that need to be, you know, reworked and painted and, you know, repaired, he's like really like twisting them on my feet and stuff. and then what else? Yeah, so they're just showing that they're upset because it's happening to them. Good. Fans, go harder. Whatever you do, do it more. That's what we're all about. You show up, you're upset about something, and we don't have to care, and we don't want to care, and we know you deserve it. We don't think it. We know it. We're gonna do it even harder. Why do you think just because that's the biggest mistake they make? When you show someone, that person's gonna do the opposite. Just because you know the person doesn't have to care, doesn't mean if you're mean and try and blackmail them, compliment them, bribe them, barter them, bully them, harass them, spoil them, pay them off, it doesn't mean that they're gonna bend to what you want. You know, no matter what you do, sometimes everything doesn't work. Anyway, so yeah, that happened. You know, the heat, the squeezing from the towels, yeah, the blow dry, the heat, and then the squeezing from the towels up and down, and then what else? The towel, and yeah, the scrape with the brush and this and that, and yeah, it didn't have. There was a part one, and he didn't do that part. It's because this is a naughty shared appointment. We're like, no, this isn't a 50% naughty shared appointment. They're like, oh, okay, first half, give her what she wants. Okay, it's our turn now. Yeah, we're going to school. Okay, it's our no. That's why we don't get along. No, this is naughty a turf. No, it's 100% me. I don't share nothing with nothing. Nothing with nobody or nothing. And, yeah, they act like it's our turn now. It's our turn now. The first time, you know, you were too nice. Now hurt her, physically hurt. Because, you know, people are doing it to us. Good. That's a good sign. Other stalking victims, I want to teach you, if they go at you hard, physically or emotionally, that's a good sign. That means something is happening to them. That they're showing, and I don't know why, they're showing you that's happening to them. And for some strange reason, they think if they show you that oh, you'll be in so much pain physically and emotionally, it'll make you want to stop. It'll make you want to stop what's causing it to happen from, like, no, that's not the way it works. Because they already put us through this. We've already been through this at least 1,000,000 times. And even if it was our first time, Yeah, they seem not forgetting it. They're just ignoring that fact that we've already been through this. They're virgins to this. This is the first time. So no, we're not gonna feel it and experience it and be like, oh my God, we have to stop getting them in trouble. Oh my God, we have to stop telling people the truth about them so people don't attack. Oh my God, no, that's not the way it works. That's your end, not our And because we've already been through it. We can go through it, you can. You're gonna live through this. You're gonna go through this. Just like I did. You deserve what you earn and you earn what you deserve, so. That's what happens when you play God. Something the Bible says not to do. When you don't have these godly powers. You shouldn't play godly power games you don't have. It's not the law. Okay, and anyway, so yeah, that happened, and then they kept surrounding me everywhere I went. And then yeah, they were outside too. Even before he ever met her or married her. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. She said, I don't know. It's weird. And so yeah, that is just the whole time they're screaming. You know, the stuff that I wrote in the text. You know, the bomb, this, that, and just all of them coming in the lobby. More of that, but everything else is basically the same. Let me think if I've, my window's kind of open. So yeah, they can hear what we're doing. And, so can the left of me. And, so yeah, you guys, just please continue to help. Try and help if you haven't. You're hearing this for the first time. And, you know, continue to help if you are. Yeah, your help would be so helpful to us. I'm trying to think. Am I leaving out anything? Maybe. Oh, sorry. I'm tired. Ooh. You know, they help, so they help customers right when they get in there, but then, Home Depot and Walmart managers call along with the gravers and tell, oh, let the produce go sit out longer. All for me, so they can try and cause me a hassle to getting it. I think they still couldn't get it after he ran his buddy off the road. Okay. Let me think. So when I found so when they found that jammer, I think they're testing to see how far it would go. Because sometimes there's no signal here, and then there is all of a sudden. So she has some type of son or something. Well, she has two. You know, Rachel. Anyway, let me think. I'm trying to think. Just screaming. Just a just the scalping of the heels, and then the skull, and then everything else I mentioned. Just screaming and yelling, not the true answers, you know, the honest answers. And let me think. Oh. What time is it? Oh, okay, let me think. I'm really trying to remember. Yeah, okay, the other businesses are involved. The parking lot's the same, you know, full of stalkers. Where are all of them? There's so many cars, like, where are they hiding? They weren't in any of the other nearby businesses either. So they're hiding in the parking lot. And see, they could be rapists, robbers, guns. You know, this is how these crimes happen. And the management and the owners are letting it happen. And let's see, what else? Ooh. Ooh. They're gathering around as I was leaving too after I was paying my bill. Well, they were still there. They're still there before, during, and after. And so they're still gathered around when I was leaving, and there were more in the parking lot as I was leaving, and a couple cars honked as I left. So if I think of anything else, I'll remember it. But in the meantime, don't give Matt, Taylor, about something. I don't know. Something I heard I don't know. I feel like I heard some guy's name. No, not that one. Something with the Taylor and a Matt. I don't know. I wasn't listening. Maybe it was a TV or something. I don't know. And not my sexual harasser from Home Depot. Where did I went? Yeah, and then they're always in the parking lot too. They're blocking the parking lot, and then they also leave too at the same time I leave. Like the cars in the parking lot and blocking, and at the same time as I'm leaving, you know, they'll have a string of cars that leave too, or they'll turn the other way. And the thing is where do they go? Because when you turn, there's only one way you can leave. The other way when they turn is a dead end. There's no other roads out. It's just like, I think, a neighborhood, a cul-de-sac, and there's no other way out. And no, I don't think it's the residents that live in the cul-de-sac. Maybe, but I don't think so. And yeah, so they're in the parking lot too. This is how rapes and, you know, murders happen. And Alright, if I have anything else, I'll just add it in the text. But, yeah, it's getting late. I have other things I have to do, so... I can't even remember what I'm supposed to do. And I'm feeling cold, too. And, yeah, there's still spying to the left and the right. Okay! So the death threat with the weapons, things could blow up. Who was that guy who said that? Find out who he was. Anyone find out who that guy was? The guy, again, in that same red stalker car that was in the parking lot like 1 or 2 months ago. That same red stalker car, like a different hitman is driving it. You know. Oh, and do you see how he was overacting? They told him to overact and act like he was embarrassed because he already was. Like, oh, stalk out there. Like, they know the cameras are... Oh, stop and look. And, you know, when you drive up, act like... you know, I don't want to do this, but I'm being forced to. Quickly hide your face, and then, I don't want to do this. I'll reverse, and then, you know, slam on the accelerator. Oh yeah, and then, you know, they're overact as a control issue because they can't control anything else, and you know, people are saying things to them. That's what happens in gang stalking. We don't feel sorry for you. People find out, yeah, normal people don't like these type of things. They think it's not even weird. Weird is a compliment to you. They consider it disgusting, pathetic, obsessive, stay away from me type of thing, stay away from my kids. Home Depot, Walmart, managers too, assistant managers too, supervisors. You know, yeah, what do you expect when people, you can't hide, they act like they could keep it hidden, and when it's not, they act like, oh, what do you think people are going to do? Shake your hand and give you like a golden, 22 karat golden trophy? That's what I don't get. Yeah, that's to be expected. I thought they knew that this is a prerequisite. I thought they were okay with this type of treatment, that people fuck smack out of whack. Wow! Bitch, you just been fuck smacked out of whack! Fuck smack out of whack. That's what people aren't gonna like it. Would you like it if someone did it to your kid? There you go. If it's their kid, it's different. People act differently when things are done to them or their kids. But yeah, think of it that way. You know, call if you know what staff we're talking about. All these businesses, including, you know, Home Depot, Walmart, East Gusfield, Springfield, Glen Neighbor. You know, if you know their kid, contact their neighbors, their teachers, doctors, principals, superintendents, playgrounds, ice skating rink, you know, McDonald's, anywhere they go. Contact all the managers, dance recitals, football, you know, coaches. Contact all of them and tell them the truth. Refer them to my vlog and say they're in a satanic cult, you know, gang, and initiation is, you know, blood and candles, you know, a ritual, and they're you know, they're demonic, you know, they go get the Bible and they pretend they're phonies. They act like, you know, they act like they're with the God, but they're not. They have rituals and seances, you know, in the woods, and you know, just tell them that they did this to a real mother's real daughter. So this is not even a lips of flame.